Well, we had some crazy strong winds over the weekend, and so one of our pine trees that we got last year, and if you check out the Lawrence Network on YouTube, you can see all these big guys being planted. These are like 24 foot tall trees, and with the moisture that we got and the wind that we got, even though they were staked, it still ended up tipping over. So I'm going to show you how to stand this thing back up with one person. I'm going to use my trusty friend here to pull this thing out. Well, the first thing you need to make this happen is a chain. So I basically climbed up, walked up the tree here, and I hooked up a chain about 3/4 of the way up. And then I got the other part hooked to the Ranger here. And then I'll put her into 4-wheel drive, and hopefully she carries it up. We'll see. All right, here we go. 4-wheel drive, engaged. All right, here we go. All right, now I just got to restake her. Woo! All right, she's straight as an arrow. Now I got to restake it. I'll leave the chain hooked up to the Ranger while I stake it so it keeps tension on it. That way it keeps the tree straightened up. So a good piece of advice that I've learned from getting all these big trees planted out here: when you stake the trees, do not use this little stake here, especially if you are out in the middle of a field like me and we're getting 60-mile-an-hour winds. This is not gonna do it. You need a full-on fence post, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so this tree behind me, this is one that I did with a fence post. And I'm talking, when you put in a chain link fence, you've got, these are your posts here. They're a lot sturdier. That's what you need to use, because this same tree withstood the same wind as the other one, didn't even move. The other piece of advice is when you get these trees planted in here, you can see right here basically where the plug went in. There's literally a gap, not a gap, but a difference in the ground all the way around the tree here. Get this backfilled, get some dirt on top of there so that when you do get these heavy winds, you've got the stakes, plus you've actually got dirt sitting on here. And the more dirt you put on there, the more weight that adds, and the less apt you're gonna get to those trees tipping over. You want to make sure you're getting dirt put on top of the roots and packed down so that it makes it harder for that tree to move. The more dirt on top, the less it's going to move. And I'm not a tree expert, so I just know that a tree that's out of the ground with the root exposed is doing a lot worse off than a tree that maybe has a little bit too much backfill around the roots. Whew, so I got everything restaked. Backfilled on top of the roots here, so now I'm gonna loosen the slack in the chain here, unhook the chain from the tree, and hopefully it don't fall down. Didn't fall down, one to go. Unfortunately, this wasn't the only one that happened to. But now you know how to save a tree's life. If indeed a tree falls, you know what to do if you've got a Ranger. If you don't, then you're probably gonna have to have some of your buddies come out and help you pull that bad boy up. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. Share this with somebody you might think is interested. Take care.